Good morning. Down at the Livestock. Bit of frosty morning, so just waited for the frost to clear. Hook up the bale feeder, come back with you. Morning ladies. Ready for your break of kale? So these are the early ewes down here. Been wintering pretty well so far. So we're giving them 2-day breaks of kale. So you run them on about 10 o'clock in the morning, run them off about 2, and then they run off into the runoff paddock over here, get a bale of baleage, so during the night, and then we repeat the process again the next day. They clean up what's left on their break, and then yeah, the next day, so the 3rd day, they get a new break of kale. So seems to be working quite well. They're in good condition. Yeah, a few limpy ones at the back here, probably just a bit of mud, a bit of crop stuck between their toes. Yeah, pretty happy with the way things are going at the moment. Like perfect conditions. It's was wet for a wee bit, but it's pretty good right now. So we're just gonna shut this gate, go and feed out the baleage, so it's ready for when I let them off the crop this afternoon, and then we'll go put up a fence. Their next break of kale. Not the world's greatest baleage, this stuff. It's a bit trashy, yeah, shitty grass it's made out of. So it's more, well, what I call haylage, a bit dry for baleage, but it's good roughage for them. Working well at this stage, so you'll see a bit of wastage on the ground, so I'm not too concerned about that really. It's yeah, it is what it is. So this is what's left on their 2nd day of grazing. They so this is what it was normally like. Yeah, so they'll continue to chew that out during the day. It'll end up just like the stalky out the back, which some of the ewes obviously like to eat. This one, you're driving me nuts, girl. Go back through the fence. Same one. Come on, get back. Ah. You're annoying me. So now we're all set up for our next break. So we've got our strain right reel, and then all I do is connect 4 wires to standard. They're all on free spool. We just walk out. Got a marker on the other side of the paddock, if I can see where it is. Yeah, just go and run this out, put the standards back on the way. Put the standards in on the way back. That's what I was trying to say. So we've got our fence connected to the end, just like so. And if you've seen on the channel before, I've showed these, but I love these things. They're strain right hot posts for sheep. So they just essentially join all the wires together. So in the past we would have used a piece of lacing wire and kind of wrapped it around and join all the 4 wires together. Where this, you just put a standard in like that, joins them all together, one at each end, maybe one in the middle, and so easy, makes it a breeze. So if you're into sheep fencing and you don't have them, go and check them out. I think they're Australian Right website. Yeah, highly recommend them. So we'll just continue to put our standards in on the way back. So this fence put up ready for tomorrow, running short on a couple of standards, so we'll just have to pinch them off this fence. Yeah, tomorrow we pull that down, let them onto there. Right, we'll go and load the bale feeder up ready for tomorrow and head back home. So we've run our line with the kale cutter and the kale here at home, so the kale and plantain. These are the skinny or lighter, were the lighter hill ewes. So these are due to get shorn on Monday. Today is Thursday. So once these get shorn, we'll draft off all the lighter ones out of the whole line. Hill ones, the ones are up on the hill, and these ones, and then they'll come on to here. Even, yeah, we've probably got, it's probably enough here for half the mob, at 300, 400 so, for a good kind of 60 days. Give them some baleage and do what we do at the lease block, run them on and off. Yeah, these girls are looking good. So this kale is probably some of the best, even though it's only up to my, you know, just above my knee. It's still some of the best we've got, just heavier soils. So kale, brassica, you can eat it if you want to. And plantain. So plantain being this stuff here. Oh, being this stuff here. Yeah, we sowed this for a option for a summer grazing crop as well. So yeah, next year, don't know whether we'll sow this again or not. Just looking at changing our system a wee bit again. Changing wintering, having all the ewes down the lease block, and then putting a couple of kale paddocks here, just to try and mitigate the risk of a summer dry. So we'll finish shifting this fence, and these girls will be happy for another couple of days. So this fence done. Once again, we've got a Australian Right hot post at the end, join all the wires together. That's all pretty good. Fair amount of feed in there for those girls. So yeah, they'll be happy about that. Oh, thanks to those guys in the last video who put the comments in about the motorbike. Gives me something to think about, whether we go clutchless or whether we go clutch. So, thank you. So a bit of an update on the drains. We've been slowly cleaning out these overflows. So that one's running. So is this one, and this one as well. So we're making progress. This is what the drains were like. There's a piece I cut off the end of this just last drain, completely blocked. So taking the excess water off should make a big difference, hopefully. So these are the heifers, first calving heifers. So the pond, the dam that I showed you we cleaned out in the last video. So just shifting their break, they just get a break of grass every couple of days. And then I'll show you, they run down this paddock here, down the bottom to get water from a trough down there. So those are the ewes down there that we just shifted. They're spreading out nicely across the crop. So yeah, we'll shift this. Beautiful day, a bit cold this morning, but it's a cracker now. So these girls here are the replacement ewe lambs. So they're up on the hills, and then I shifted them a couple of days ago. I noticed that there's a couple of dead ones, and they were looking pretty shitty. They were looking pretty ears down. They weren't very happy. So brought them in, drenched them, and then took some fecal egg samples just to see what the rate, what the contamination was like, I suppose. So yeah, I did some last night, and one came out at 1500, one came out at 1100. That's eggs per gram. And then there was one that was quite scary that came out at 200 and 300. And my theory is, and tell me if you think this is right or wrong, my theory is, you know, they're in such a bad way. I noticed that they were consuming a lot of water, like they'd rush to a trough whenever I took them through a different paddock or a creek. So my theory is that they're in such a bad way that they're just drinking, and they're actually flushing all those eggs out of their system. So you kind of get, yeah, the eggs per gram will rise like a bell curve, and you'll get to a point where they're highly contaminated, and then yeah, it'll drop off even though they are still highly contaminated. So that was an interesting observation. But yeah, no, we gave them a drench yesterday, and then we're just slowly letting them walk back up onto the hills. Not surprising that they got hit with the, such a instant change. They've been grazing really low in the covers, so that's where the eggs sit, the worms, the larvae sit, is in the first couple of 4 centimeters or so. So yeah, and then of course they are lambs, they're not 12 months old yet, so they are susceptible. But our theory is that if we put them under a lot of pressure, worm burden pressure, they'll start building some sort of resilience, yeah, and just try and stretch that drench interval out. We've got a long time for them to grow out to they mate as tudus, so it's not like we would be treating them, we're not treating them like we would be mating them as hoggets. They're certainly working for their feed, so they're just enjoying the sun at the moment. We'll leave them here and let them wander up. So I had some lunch, shot up the top here, so kind of the last paddock before the big back block out here. We just mobbed up all the cows. Just going to poke them out into the back block, and they can roam around there for about a month. So there's about 200 hectares something in this whole block. So yeah, we'll keep a good eye on them, and if they need pushing to a new area, we'll just push them along. Especially with the drone, makes it pretty easy. Come on, girls. Carried this paddock out enough. You've got to go through the gate. Got my snowy dog here, working hard. Come on, girls. Just got to shoot to the lease block, take the ewes off the crop, pick Millie up, and then go pick Georgia up. Genna's teaching today, so I'm on pickup duty. Right, boys. Up here. Cuz, where are you? Up here. Wait. Hey, Alfie. Hello. Oh, you're excited. Back down here at the lease block, got the hen dogs around them. Ewes broken out again into the next break. So it's not like I'm starving them or anything, so just frustrating, yeah. Anyway, we'll get these off, get the fence fixed up, and yeah, go pick the kids up. So this is the line between what they've eaten today and what they've got for tomorrow. So new break tomorrow. It cleaned it fairly well up today. But it looks like they've only just pushed out, so haven't eaten much, which is good. Perfect timing. No harm. Right, we'll wind this up and that'll be it down here. Just picked Miss Georgia up from the bus. How was your day?
Good.
Good, nearly school holidays. Last day tomorrow. Looking forward to that. More bike riding. Yep. Right, head home. Next day down here, let these ewes back on the crop again. It's yeah, another good crack of frost. It's just started to rise, just started to lift. Got bank manager at 10 o'clock, so on 100 bit of time pressure as well. I think we'll be alright. Back down here at the lease block, trying to take these ewes off. Had a good meeting with the bank manager. I think the camera cut out just as I was saying that this morning. Yeah, from all intents and purposes, I think business as usual for next year. Doesn't look like, from a bank's point of view, they're not predicting anything drastic to happen, so looks like lamb price is still going to be pretty average. Might be a glimmer of hope for beef price. Wool's pretty average. Carbon stay the same sort of thing. Yeah, so the only glimmer of hope for us really is tourism, accommodation things. So that's why we're trying to double down on that and get something else kind of working in that space as well. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, making sure animals are fully fed and we're getting the best production we can out of them. What do you do? Yeah, doesn't look that great, but come on girls, off you hop. Come on. Yeah, he's a bit of coughing. Your girl's getting a bit fat. We went to a fecal week count on some of these before they're due to lamb, see where they're at, and yeah, it'll be a different kind of animal health treatment program depending on whether they're singles, twins, triplets, all that kind of stuff. So, Alfie, while I go, you don't need to go through the gate before the rest of them. Right, we've got them off. They can eat their baleage, and we'll head back home. So picked Georgia up from school. Here she is. Last day of term. All done for the term. 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Ride some motorbikes? Hopefully. She's a bit tired. Right, here at Wrightson's, shearing on Monday, so I need to pick up some wolf edges and other bits and pieces, salt blocks and whatnot, so we'll get that done. Yeah, we'll leave this video here. One of the next videos coming up will be talking all about spring planting, crop rotations, what decisions go into all that. But yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Where do you want to go? Should we just go up the lane a bit?